Hi everybody, I decided I'm going to be here for a bit and I want to talk a little bit and do a quick little review on Ninja Turtles. These action figures are coming out right now. They're currently out on retail and they're actually picking up a pretty good following, so I decided to do a quick video to see exactly how are they. Got Leonardo here first, and he works out pretty good. He's a very articulate figure. He's fun, he's got different joints that you can move around. You can move around that. He's got the elbows. He's got the shoulders. And you generally could pose him in different positions and however you like. And he sits really well. And I decided to get him just because, again, he's the leader. And when I was a kid, he was the first one I got because I usually like to pick up the main bad guy and the main leaders first before I pick up the other ones. And as you see, his weapons are pretty plain. There's nothing fancy to them, but at least this time they're not brown like they were when the original Playmates came out. They're just one silver grayish piece of plastic, and you can hold his weapons in the back. And overall, he's a pretty sturdy figure. I mean, if you were a kid and all that, you can throw him around, bounce him. I think kids pretty much would get him. Looking at here at the Walmart, I picked up the rest. I got Michelangelo, Raphael, Donatello, and I decided, well, since I got Leonardo, I might as well get the rest, and I want to see how they look like together. I like Donatello because he's the brains of the group, and he's the one who always comes up with those wacky inventions, like back in the 80s they had the pizza flinger tank, and they had the floating balloon airship and all this. He has a different shade and all that as the others, and we'll talk about that when I get them all out. But he comes with a little bow staff, which I always feel sorry for now in the new cartoon because it's always getting broken. And here he looks mean. He's got the angry face. He's got angry face. See, he's all angry. In the cartoon, though, he's kind of missing a tooth, and he always looks love-struck because this time he's a teenage boy in love with April O'Neil, which we're not going to talk about how that's kind of weird bestiality going on. But overall, he's a pretty nice figure. Donatello comes with a set of weapons. I'm not taking them out because I like to keep them preserved. And I generally don't need them. He comes with his bow staff apparently with a blade. So apparently he's got a blade hidden in there. Ninja throwing stars or chakrams, I don't know how to call them, and this bow broken weapons chain thing. I'm sure there's a couple of you who know martial arts and all that who have a name for this. Right now I can't think of it, and my knowledge on martial art weapons are not that extensive. Overall, I mean, this is nice. It saves money because they're not painted or anything, and again, kids will just pop them out and play with them and have a ninja storage set. This saves money, which some toy companies need to do, out of the group. And he's very different. He's got the grin on the side, which is a classic Turtle one if you were collectors of the old toys from the 80s. And he's a little lighter than all of them, and he basically, again, follows the other ones. He's a little more fun. He comes with the nunchucks, which he can play around with, and, well, again, it's one-piece plastic, no chains, because, again, kids will probably hurt themselves. And he comes with the same set, another set of plastic weapons. This time, he comes with a chain hook here. Once again, I am ignorant of ninja weapon names, so somebody will tell me. I know these are shurikens here, and these are ninja stars right there. So, hopefully, again, somebody out there can tell me what these weapons are called. I'd like to know. And here we have the entire set. I gotta confess a little bit that it's a little nice to have them all together. It looks like a complete set. Now, I only had Leonardo just to test them out, but now that I have all four of them, I feel a little better that I have a complete set now. And when they're together, they actually look pretty good. And because of that, I think I'm going to be probably collecting them a little bit. I don't think I'm going to buy the variants. I know there's ones that are going to come with like slime catapults and they're wearing like overalls. If you're going to collect them, you got to get all four of them. You can't escape them. If you're a He-Man collector, well, you can get away with skipping out on one or two. But with these guys, you gotta have the set. And now that I have the set, I feel pretty good about it because they're fun and they're different. Playmates actually put a little more detail on these. In the 80s ones, they kind of used the same mold. Here, they kind of do a little bit of it. Now, again, they have different tones and they could get away with it, but they all have different chests. Some have different marks, like here he's been scarred up, and then they all have different tones, which again, not bad. Different head sculpts, but what's cool about them is that they have different sizes, and they actually paid attention to it. Donatello here is the tallest out of the group, and Michelangelo is the smallest, just like they are in the cartoon. Leonardo and Raphael are about the same size. Works out pretty neat. Am I going to be collecting these? Probably. Now that I got this, I'm probably going to continue collecting the set, and I'll probably be buying the villains. Not so much the variants, depends. But overall, I think this is a cool set, and the price for them is not too bad compared to $10 for other toy lines and $20 for online exclusives. This is fairly reasonable, and the toys pretty much will last you. They're solid, the joints are okay, and they're not too loose. Some parts I think kids are going to yank out. The only parts that I'm worried about are the nunchucks. They have a little stress test and all this, and when you put them back here, I think they're going to get bent a little, and they might stay that way because their weapons go back here. That's the only ones I really worry about. Other than that, I think maybe Raphael's size might eventually break. That happened to me when I was a little kid. Bows, Donatello, his bow looks good. I don't think we're going to lose him. And again, I worry a little bit that maybe these swords here will break too after a while if I play around with them, or for the kids who play around with them. Not that I'm going to play around with them. Well, actually, yeah, I am. And because of that, this is a good set. Again, if you want to get started on a toy line, Ninja Turtles, you can't go wrong. Stay tuned. Maybe I'll be, well, I have to confess. I was going to say maybe I'm going to buy some more, but more than likely I'm going to buy some more bad guys and do a review of it. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching.